Good morning. Today is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. The United States has been gripped by protests over the death of George Floyd, an unarmed black man who died last week in police custody in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and police brutality nationwide. US President Donald Trump has outraged faith leaders and protesters for walking to a historic church near the White House and creating a photo opportunity, just minutes after police used chemical smoke canisters and flashbangs on peaceful protesters to clear the way for rare walk. Watch this video.
When do we want it? Now! When do we want it? Now!
Yet another day of demonstrations across the United States, motorcyclists leading a march in downtown Los Angeles, and elsewhere in the city a standoff between protesters and National Guard troops. In New York, a subdued gathering hours after a night of widespread looting.
The people that are looting, they just taking a great opportunity to spread our voice to stop killing people and using that for a chaotic action. If we can suppress the looting, then our voice can grow.
In Washington, D.C., a new crowd control fence has been erected near the White House, and some newcomers to the demonstration drawn in anger at the brutal dispersal of crowds last evening.
Last night, what I saw on the news last night angered me. All the force on the peaceful protesters. It was messed up.
Yeah.
I felt angry watching it on the news.
Tandem for reform.
A group of church leaders gathered on a spot outside St. John's Church, where the president had posed for the cameras with a Bible in his hand, angered at what they saw as his use of the church and the Bible as props.
Mr. President, we found the misuse of the Bible and the church as a mere photo opportunity deplorable and disgraceful.
Similar sentiments expressed by presidential candidate Joe Biden.
A president from the doorstep of the people's house, the White House, using tear gas and flash grenades in order to stage a photo op in one of the most historic churches in the country, or at least in Washington, D.C. We can be forgiven for believing the president is more interested in power than in principle.
Despite the criticism, President Trump, accompanied by his wife, paid a visit to another religious shrine, laying a ceremonial wreath to mark the 100th anniversary of the birth of the Catholic Pope John Paul II. The Catholic Archbishop of Washington released a statement describing the president's visit as baffling and reprehensible. Back at the White House, a new chant is heard. The demonstration now clearly not just about police brutality. Nearly 4 hours after the curfew, some are still on the march. On this night, in this part of the city, the police stay away.
Thanks for watching TV Khabar News Studio. Have a nice day. Take care.